It is hot, and I mean really hot this time of year, so why not take a dip? Pool parties aren't just for humans anymore, you know. Here's a look at the pooch pools some pups are taking advantage of this summer. As a matter of fact, this is the 6th year for the puppy dip. Just a quick, cute reminder, think of a few things that may keep them cool in this blistering heat.
Well, not only can we help our dogs, but our dogs can certainly help us. Meet Rose, Wilson, and Drew. They're therapy dogs, helping elementary school children learn how to read with absolutely no judgment. Teachers say it seems like the pressure disappears when the dogs arrive, and the kids appreciate it more than they'll ever know.
He inspired me. When I'm in class, I read, but sometimes I stumble over words, but I sound them out, and then I get them.
It takes about a year to train a dog to be in this type of environment, and trainers say when this vest goes on, the animal knows it's time to go to work. They're much quieter and calmer.
Now, not only can dogs be great companions, and many of them are giving children the confidence to read, these dogs can also be life-saving therapy dogs. Seizure response dogs can carry an epileptic patient's medicine, hit a button to dial 911, even predict when a seizure is about to happen. For Sam Cooper, getting a seizure response dog was life-changing.
Being able to have some confidence, at the house while doing little things such as working, such as sleeping, such as being around my kids.
Sam has been living with unpredictable seizures since he was 8 years old, and now he'll have a constant companion to watch over him and someone to jump to the rescue whenever need be. Now, these animals are incredible, and you know what? It is not completely out of reach for your dog to become a therapy dog. Joining us today to tell us more about it is Beth Peterson, the Delmarva Regional Director for National Capital Therapy Dogs, and 3 of her pride and joys, Kitten, Jack, and Taco. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much for having me.
I want to talk about these guys, but first, tell me real quick, what does National Capital Therapy do?
We teach people how to train their dogs to be therapy dogs. And some of our dogs are read dogs, like you've already shown.
Right.
Some of them are therapy dogs that go into hospitals and nursing homes and schools and just numerous places.
Wow.
Yeah, and you brought some therapy dogs with you,
yes,
as
I
we
did.
Introduced. Now, these dogs have quite a history. Tell us about it.
Each of these are a rescue. Jack, the white dog, the Canaan dog, I worked with a shelter at home, and he came back 5 times for being too hyperactive. And so we took him and ended up fostering him and then ended up keeping him. Yeah,
one? Seriously?
Yep, too hyper.
Obviously, so he can be trained.
He just needed to be retaught. Kitten was actually an abuse case that the SPCA was able to get in, and we fostered her, and we ended up keeping her. And her Kitten came from a episode where she protected her daddy while she was still about 35 pounds.
Wow.
So yeah, so she's but a kitten, but.
Yeah.
And then Taco, who is not spoiled at all.
No. Oh no, not at all. Taco's a small dog, so he rides around in his own buggy. And Taco came to me about 3.5, almost 4 years ago now.
Yeah.
And he was scheduled for euthanasia for temperament issues.
Really?
Yes, he was.
My goodness.
So he worked out within 5 minutes of meeting him. He was sitting on the kitchen floor with me eating chicken out of my hand.
How about that?
Yeah.
Do these guys help you train?
Yes, they do.
How?
They're my demo dogs at classes, so I can show my people what it should look like, what the exercise should look like with my dogs. Sometimes I give my dogs to them because my dog knows what to do, and they'll help the person do the right thing. And it works out really well that way.
And people are training their own dogs.
Yes, people are training their own dogs. I teach them how to train their own dogs.
Wow.
So
now I'm sure you have seen some good rehabilitation stories over the years.
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
Well, Taco's one. He had a little bit of. He's part corgi, so he had a little bit of the corgi. Hey, I'm in charge here.
Yeah.
And he had a lot of it actually.
Yeah.
And he was able to come around, and within about 3 months of being with us, he was able to start to visit. So, and he loves it.
He loves it.
And he loves children. He's never met children before, but he loves them.
What absolutely wonderful dogs. Now, so let me ask you this. After they're trained, where do they go?
Well, we go to hospitals a lot. We go to nursing homes. assisted living facilities. We
Right.
go to the schools.
Mm-hmm.
We go to respite care, nursing homes. I think I said that.
Yeah.
All kinds of places.
Yeah, the veterans home. Yeah,
Oh.
all kinds of places.
Right.
How about that?
And the animals, you know, they really do have a special touch, don't they?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Just yesterday, visiting with Taco at the local hospital, we walked into a lady and she was really excited about seeing them. And when she told us that she was getting on her own last nerve, that she was that upset. So that visit made a big impact on her, enough to where she mentioned it to the nurse, and the nurse actually saw me and mentioned it back to me. So that was really
goodness.
wonderful when it happens like that.
Is terrific. Well, can we get involved? How can we get involved?
Well, you can contact me,
Yeah.
and we can set up classes. I have an 8-week program
Okay.
for teaching you how to teach your dog to be a therapy dog,
Okay.
and
And go from there.
All right, and here are some upcoming therapy dog classes: Sunday, August 2nd in Salisbury, August 4th in Camden, August 5th in Milford, and Saturday, August 8th in Smyrna. Beth,
Yes.
thank you so much for coming
Thank
in
you very
and
much
bringing
for
your
having us.
babies
Yes,
with
thank you.
And Taco.
Yep.
And if you would like to learn more about training for therapy dogs or getting involved with Beth's training, visit our website, WBOC.com. Click on our picture at the top of the page. Maybe you're just looking for a dog to love and care for. If you're searching for a dog or cat to add to your family, there are plenty of precious animals up for adoption here on Delmarva. DelmarvaLife Sean Stryker joins us now with a few from Rehoboth Beach. And Sean, what are you doing there?
Hey Lisa, well I assure you it's not because I just felt like coming to the beach. All right, well maybe a little bit, but the thing is dogs love the beach too, and we got special permission from Rehoboth Beach to bring a couple out to help get them adopted. I'm here with Cheryl Crow, one of the volunteers at the Delaware SPCA. How are you?
I'm great, Sean.
So what have you done for the Delaware SPCA? I know the list is pretty long.
Yeah, I've been a volunteer for about 8 years. I've worked in foster, and also my most important role now is event coordinator for our 7th annual Run for the Paws coming up next weekend.
And we're going to be talking about that in
That's
just
right.
a second. So right now, actually, we want to try to get a couple animals adopted. Up first, we have Bay. Check out Bay. Tell me a little bit about her.
Bay's an adult female Australian Shepherd mix. She's about 5 years old. She has a great temperament, a very sweet personality, and as you can see, really good manners.
Yeah, really cool. And she's having a lot of fun out here on the beach. She was rolling in the sand. Thanks so much, Bay. And also we have Butch. Look, Butch is a little younger. He's got a little bit of energy, but he's a great dog. Tell me about Butch.
Yes, Butch is a young male American Pit Bull Terrier mix. He's a beautiful brindle. He's about a year, maybe a year and a half years old. He's very active. He's still young. He's a handsome boy, and he's got a great personality. He is having a great time today.
He was having a lot of fun out here. Very friendly, gets along with everyone that's been
Yes.
walking by. No, there's also some great cats to adopt at the Delaware SPCA, but here's the thing about cats. They don't really like the beach that much, so we're going to show you a couple. Here's Pistachio. Look, he's so handsome. Pistachio is about 8 years old. He's a male Siamese cat, and I just can't get over how good looking Pistachio is. Also, they have Tess. Tess is sweet and independent. She's an adult cat, about 5 years old, and she's a domestic short-haired cat. So 2 great cats for you if you're into cats and not so much dogs. But here's the thing, okay, not everybody, we understand, not everyone can adopt an animal, but there's still ways to help, and one way is to get out next weekend for this 5K you have. Tell me about it.
Yes, absolutely. This year's race is our 7th annual Run for the Paws. This race is in memory of my dog Lucy, who just passed, and Lucy was a foster mom to about 40 animals over the last 8 years. So she's really special. And this particular event is designed to carry on Lucy's legacy of helping animals in need.
So tell me about the event. I mean, it's a lot of fun. You bring the dogs out there.
It's a ton of fun. Yep, the event is designed not only for runners and walkers, not only for pets and people, but for families alike. It's a family-friendly event full of refreshments, music, awards, you name it.
When
It'll
is
be a
it?
great time. We're starting at 7 a.m. on August 8th at the Starboard Restaurant for registration. The event starts at 8 o'clock and we'll be all wrapped up by 10 o'clock.
Oh, that's great. So if you can't adopt one of the animals, get out, run for them, or bring your dog out and go for a walk in memory of
Yes.
Lucy. If you want more information on the Run for Paws or the animals you saw here today, all you have to do is go to our website, WBOC.com, and click on our picture at the top of the page. Jimmy and Lisa, I'm going to take these dogs and see if they want to go for a swim because it's hot out here.
All right.
Now, maybe it's just me, but I thought Butch looked like a Sean kind of dog.
I think you're right.
I'm just thinking. Now, if you have watched this for a while, you probably found a theme that we love our pets And we love our food. So naturally, yeah, we're heading into the DelmarvaLife kitchen. Coming up next, we're going to learn how to make a crab pasta dish using tomatoes, fresh garlic, white wine, and jumbo lump crab meat. You don't want to miss this.
But first, since we're going into the kitchen, let's check in with Rachel Ray for a handy how-to tip for your aging fruit.
Guys, stop throwing your big produce dollars in the garbage. If you have fruit that's going a little too soft or a little too brown, pop it into a freezer or just pop it into your blender. Make up a smoothie, add a little yogurt or honey, get creative. Pour it into your muffin tins, add a little cut piece of stick, pop it in the freezer, and make your own fruity yogurt pops for the kids.